some degree, maybe it will refresh our knowledge, understanding, some degree. So that's really my wish, and that's what I'm again going to talk this. Again, entirely teachings are always in the lineage said, kind of put in 3 categories: beginning, middle, and concluding. And that's it. That's how we do the practice. Yeah, really. I mean, it's not something newly making something new systems. Whatever we do, there's always beginning, and then always we do that with that beginning, and then we completed that whatever. So this is then means the whole body or that session is completed beautifully, perfectly. This time is Dharma. Dharma or the practice that's beautiful. That means Dharma is not outside, as we discussed. Dharma is totally connected with our mind. And mind has so many different things that we mentioned, and you all know. What are so many different things? Those are among those all things summarized into the, again, greatest master, Buddha, summarized into 3 categories. Those are the good thought, bad thought, neutral thoughts. So those are really the thoughts. And Dharma practice means practice of the good thoughts, activating our good thoughts. That means my good thoughts, your good thoughts, we are activated. That is really Dharma, good. And for that reason, what in the teaching said, what means the Dharma in Tibet? Dharma translated ancient those great translators as Chu in Tibet. What means Chu in the teaching? Always Chu means correcting. Correcting from what? Because due to our habit pattern, we always go with some degree of the emotional thought or sorry. It may be, I want to use the word negative thoughts, but we always go the emotional thoughts. And then maybe we go occasionally neutral thoughts. That is really, if we count the percentage of the positive thought, how much we have using in one day. Time we wake up until we go to fall asleep. How much with every thought. Most of the time is some degree of the emotions related with the past, the present, or future plans, or whatever. Is all that is. Then there is a neutral. What means neutral? Neither is positive nor negative. Neutral. There is just a small amount, maybe. Mostly that. So this time we try to change at that for the positives. Positive thought. That's what really the practice. And that is then as I said so many times, we all know, correct the motivation. So I said that, I'm saying that to myself too. We're all saying this, correct the motivation to the good, positive thought. Those are what? Joy, appreciation, being grateful. And then combined with the bodhicitta, loving kindness, compassion, thought, with the devotions. Those are all positive thoughts. It is good for us. When we have those thoughts, it's really healing. Healing. If we have the stressful thought, it will reduce all the stress. It will heal those stress. And all the emotions, whatever kind of like that, something happen, it really will heal. So therefore, have those good thoughts. So that is what is the beginning. The beginning, middle of practice, that end. What in the teaching often said, have those such as thought of for renunciation thoughts. And then with the devotion or faith, F-A-I-T-H, I believe, faith or devotions. And then bodhicitta. Really thinking from deep of our heart for all living beings. Those are good thoughts. With that attitude, intention, then do some prayers. Such as we do prayers. 7-line prayers, lineage prayers. And then maybe you have some others too. Those really kind of reflecting mind with those and chanting those slowly. What you're chanting is you're saying or you're chanting of your intention, our intentions. What way? We're activating that. Activating with feel the presence and the blessings of the Buddhas and Guru Pema, some of all the enlightened beings, the lineage masters, we chant them. So that is really of the first sections. Now the middle section of the practices. In this case, for example, Dzogchen meditations. Dzogchen meditation. Again, for this Dzogchen meditation, now you sit on the nice cushion, or that is, we discuss in all that cushion, or sitting on a chair, with comfortably, perfectly, and beautiful. And then, again, visualize lineage masters right in front of the sky, or your root teacher. Appears in form of Guru Pema Sambhava, right in front of the sky. Your root teacher, who appears in form of Guru Pema Sambhava, this Guru Pema Sambhava also embodiment of all the enlightenment. That's what you visualize. Is embodiment of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and the Sangha members and the Dharmas, everything really appeared in form of the Guru Pema Sambhava stone. That Guru Pema Sambhava is also embodiment of all the lineage masters. Lineage masters, particularly in the Dzogchen lineage masters who brought the Dzogchen teaching to Tibet. That's what we're discussing. It's brought by great master Guru Pema Sambhava and the Vimal Matras and the Verochana. So see Guru Pema Sambhava, when you visualize that, see Guru Pema Sambhava is embodiment of the Vimal Matra and the Verochana and all the masters. Really strongly devotions, immense devotions, joy and appreciations. And if you like to do again 7-line prayers, do that. And otherwise, also you can do as we chant. Yes, the precious teacher, a precious teacher, please consider me. Consider me. That you mean towards may please bless me that my mind is mature and liberated. That means what? Matured in a state of joy and devotions, loving kindness, and bodhicittas. Really so warm, so calm, that because of that, then I liberated. What are you liberated? Liberating of all the attachments, grasping, clinging. I ever use the word, all that poisons, negativities, we are releasing that. That also indicates at present we are completely bounded with the emotions. We are completely kind of like tied up with the emotions. But now we are asked to release. Please help me to liberate that. May my mind is mature and liberated from all the negativity, intention, thoughts, and habit patterns. Then next one, what? We have that phrase in the open prayer booklets. I'm just roughly translating that, as that. And may I have the profound realization, or bless me, that may I have the profound realization is born in my heart. That means it's not something born. It's already here, but discovering this profound realization of the naked awareness, primordial wisdom, made happen. Really, that is. And then you're making, again, strongly more. And within this life, please bless me, within this life, may I reach the clear light luminosity status. That means discovering fully our primordial wisdom or Rupa Ramzonga Yishi, self-born awareness. Wishing that strongly and chanting that, using that word with the presence of the Guru Pema Sambhava, which is representing all the masters in the Buddha, Dharma, Sanghas. Strongly. Value of chanting, while we're chanting from Guru Pema Sambhava, emanating so many wisdom lights to you and to all the beings. Finally, Guru Pema Sambhava is overly joy, excited with the granting of that blessing, what we record, and it dissolved into the light. And the light has multiple lights of the sphere of multiple lights. Small sight as P, P-E-A, peace. And then merge to one's own heart. Merge to one's own heart to our primordial wisdom, to our Rupa Ramzonga. It merged our own primordial wisdom of Rupa Ramzu Yihi or Rupa. Now we are going to meditate. Now the meditation is nothing, effort meditation, it's relaxing. As we discussed in the Dzogchen teaching these days, and you know, we have the, now what we're going? We're going to maintain our will with the confidence. Will of the Rupa. Will of the Rupa. With beholding the will of one's own innate Rupa. Going to now maintain. How are we going to maintain that? With those three immovables I mentioned. In the Tekyu teaching, in the Dzogchen teaching or Tekyu teaching, in our Mengate teaching, is really in the teaching strongly suggested like by gracious teacher Mungchipas. These three immovables. Immovable of the body, immovable of the senses, immovable of the mind. We went through those. Now, with that immovable techniques, we are going to relaxing our own primordial status or Rupa status. Without any trying to do something. Relax. Whatever arising, whatever thought came, and not investigating, analyzing thoughts. Or not, also at the same time, not wishing or wishing something or not wishing. That's what in the teaching often said, carefree. Carefree without the distracted. What means distracted? Distracted by the conceptions. Conceptions arising due to the external objects as conditions and then arising. All conceptions arising due to our memories, whatever. But we're not going to chasing thought. Let it come, let it go in the teaching set. And as well as oral instructions. Why is let it come? Generally in the teaching, Dzogchen teaching said, thought is display of the Dharmakaya. And we didn't grasping, clinging, it is already Dharmakaya status. As we used example yesterday or the day. When thought comes, it's for example, ocean, waves and tides, is nothing changed from the ocean. It's all ocean, part of the ocean. Thought is in enlightenment status. Therefore, in the meditation, often I'm sure you heard, Ne Ju Reksam, Nepa, Juva, Rupa, abiding, movement, and seeing. These three are already in the Dharmakaya status. We're not trying to sorting out this or I like only abiding. I don't like the movement. This is all play. Dharmakaya, Sambhogaya, Nirmakaya status already. So therefore, we at the beginning of Shamatha meditation, we need more abidings. But when you reach to the cruise level of the Dzogchen or Rupa status, all is same play, one taste, one nature, relaxing. Occasionally during that time, in the teaching set, bring up occasionally for a few seconds, more bodhicitta. Loving kindness compared to all the sentient beings. To activate those you can chant, may all living beings have the happiness cause of happiness. Really sincerely saying that. When you say that word, where it come from? Again from Rupa. Pure awareness of Rupa Ramzam Yishi. And where that happening, played, in a Rupa status. Where is merge going to? Rupa status. So that word reflecting those meaning for a few seconds, and let it again be in the natural state. Again, not thinking too much. And occasionally think of more devotions, thankful to the lineages, thankful for all the great masters, thankful to Buddha, Gorapema Sambhav, great master Bamal Matara, and Verochana. They brought this teaching aboard to Tibet, and lineage master kept actualized. How grateful. Today I can connect. I can connect through that teaching as condition to my own true beings, or the Rupa. How wonderful. How grateful. Can again think those for few seconds. And again let that merge back or liberate it to the Rupa status. Rupa status. So whatever thought arises, whatever happening, play the liberating techniques. Liberate it as is arising. And also in the Dzogchen teaching, say the practitioner can have emotions too, such as even those arising, not holding. Arising, but see the emotions, arising, catch that by the awareness, and that released. Release or liberated, free. Then in the teaching said, when you have that, even is emotions arise, but it won't create the karma. Because this karma has no action. It's nothing really happened. It will. No karma. Emotion. Karmic obscuration, as we discussed yesterday, that won't happen in the teaching set. So let it go. Let it come. It's the expression of the rupas, but continually relaxing that status. So that is like during the Dzogchen meditations, 3 immovable way techniques. Once that completed, then concluding practices as everyone, all the practitioners. Then concluding that with the great aspirations and a dedication. That means once again we invoke the Bodhicitta, thinking of all sentient beings, whatever merit we gain through this practice, may that benefit for all living beings, to every living being. Really, may not just benefit, that become the igniting cause to ignite their primordial wisdom, so that everyone reach enlightenment. Get enlightened. And through that, all the samsara curiosity will be completely transformed into 3 kaya state, already then waked up 3 kaya status. Really wishing that, concluding that break with aspiration and all the other dedicated merit practices that you know, dedicated merit. And then that's the really Dzogchen meditation. And now when you meditate that, and carry this also, that meditation, the view, into the world, to the post meditation. Those are known as liberating, and not holding. Same thing during the meditation, we didn't hold. And when you carry to the world, and all the different, now there's so many conditions and circumstances, well arising our habit patterns of the emotions, this and that things. But even those are arising, trying to catch that by our mindfulness and release, and change that attitude with bodhicitta, loving kindness, compassion, or reminder of our bodhicitta, love and compassion, so that we can activate our 6 paramata practice and accumulate the merit, really gain that. So with mindfulness, move to the samsara and be then one of the very beautiful braveries or the fearless practitioners that who carry in the samsara and doing all good things. And at the same time is not affected us. Those are the teachings said. So that is my brief talk for today, and also I'm summarizing this that I will summarize. And thank you very much again for participating, everyone. Really thank you very much. As I said, good time together discussing the teaching and the practicing. Thank you, everyone. And of course, we're doing now the what's called concluding practices and all that. So therefore, we're going to do a little bit like Gana Chakra ceremonies here. and again in the teaching, ever you can do. When you do the retreat, and according to Vedic teaching, ever you can do this Gana Chakra offerings or Tsog ceremony is really very good meritorious to concluding the good meditation is then dedicated meditation. So we do concluding practices. If we have times we will stay with us. We concluded that. If not, I just like to say thank you very much all for participating, everyone, and also thank you very much all the supporters that we can do this Zoom or this broadcast things. Again, all the help and support of the Sangha members who really made this valuable so that we can connect it through this Zoom levels. I'm so thankful, so grateful. And also our local Sangha member, resident Sangha member who've been helping to support with this place where we are staying. And it's called Pemasami, and so we're so thankful, so grateful. It's become one of the really beautiful retreat lands of the Buddha Dharma, and I'm very thankful to all the people who are helping, supporting directly, indirectly, and closely, and farly, and so I'm so thankful. Thank you very much, everyone, and I wish you all the best and good health, every goodness, and also please, since we all connected, and therefore I would like to encourage everybody to really keep the practice and meditate as much as you can, not just for 1 week sessions or that, but trying to keep that. And as well as you receive many teaching from all those other great masters, your teachers, put that together and keep the practice. And then it's so good, really good for you and good for everyone. Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Now we do as I said, short prayers. In order to do that, what we do? We're going to chant again 7